Assalamu Alaikum. Inshallah, today I'm going to tell you a story of an old woman and our Holy Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. A long time ago, there lived an old woman who was carrying a heavy load along the road in the desert. It was a bit difficult for her, but she was managing as best as she could. Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was going somewhere in the desert when he saw the old woman. The Prophet helped her and took the luggage from the woman and carried it for her. He asked the woman where she was going and why. She said that I am leaving this town as I have heard that a magician named Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is in town. That man upset me so much more than you could know. I hear of his name and reputation everywhere I go. Though his family and his clan once knew him as an honest man, he's dividing everyone with his claim that God is one. He misled all the weak, the poor, and the slaves. They think they've all found wealth and freedom by following his way. She sarcastically snorted. She was a very talkative woman, and the Prophet did not want to interrupt her. So he let her speak the entire time they were together without interruption. While walking with the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, that old woman noticed that the young man's face shone when he smiled, and he had a humble face. And she also noticed that his sweat was perfumed. She was very impressed. They reached their destination, and the man helped the woman put away her belongings. The old woman, with a wide smile of gratitude at this stranger's kindness, turned to him and said, "Thank you now, young man. You've really been so kind. The generosity and smile is very rare to find nowadays. Let me give you some advice. Since you've been so very nice to me, stay away from Muhammad. Don't heed his word or emulate his way. If you do, you will never have true peace, and all you will find is trouble." As the young man turned to walk away, she stopped him. "Now, before we part and go, if it is all right just the same, may I ask, my dear young man, who are you? What's your name?" He told her, and she stopped dead in her tracks. "Forgive me, but what was that? Your words weren't very clear. My ears are getting old, and sometimes I have a hard time hearing. You know, it's truly rather funny, but I'm sure I must be wrong. Yet, I thought I heard you say that your name is Muhammad." "I am Muhammad," said the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. "I am the person because of whom you left the town." The old lady was amazed to listen to that, and said that such a kind, helping, and true person can never be wrong. She replied, "I bear witness there is nothing worthy of worship except God, and Muhammad is a messenger of God." And that day she too became a follower of Islam. The Prophet offered to help this woman, and all she does throughout their encounter is to mock and malign the Prophet. Yet he says nothing. He continues to help the woman with her load. He does not lash back at her. He does not pray for God's destruction upon her. He does not drop her stuff and let her fend for herself. No, he helps the woman anyway. And when she finds out who he is, all she could do was follow him into Islam. We all should learn and follow this aspect of the Prophet's Sunnah.